Hey, Patosha Jeffrey here with part 3 of how to get D1 coaches to look at you, to recruit you. I know you're happy. I've been stringing you along, but the information that I provided in the first two parts were good information for you to have. Is it something you had to go through to get to part 3? Okay, and part 3 is going to be basically two simple tips. Tip number 1, reach out to the coach. Email the coach. Whatever schools that you have interest in, if you already did part 1 where you did your self-check, you did the roster test, then part 2 you got that information together. Now sit down, go to the internet, go to Google the website again, the school name, women's basketball, find the email address of the coach. You could email the recruiting coordinator, would probably be your best bet, because that's what they do. They coordinate the recruiting efforts for that program. So find a recruiting coordinator, email address, and send a simple email introducing yourself to the coach. Well, first letting them know that you're interested in the program. If you know some particulars about the program, make it a little bit more personal, where you congratulate the coach on the last victory or congratulate them on the season that they're having. Show them that you are interested in their program, okay? And then introduce yourself. Let them know where you're from, your school name, your stats, the information that I told you to get together in part 2, your stats. If you have an upcoming game, especially if you play summer basketball, it's summer season is about to come upon us, the time frame that I'm doing this video. Put your schedule in there. Let them know where you will be playing during the NCAA certification, NCAA evaluation period. Let them know where you'll be playing, your GPA, if you've taken the ACT or the SAT. Let them know your score, all that information that I was telling you to provide. Also, third-party source. So if you know the link to the website where you had an evaluation, or a link to the newspaper article that was written about you, send that kind of information to them. You don't want to make it too long, but if it's some good information that you have, provide that information to them. All right, so that's tip number 1. It's simply send them an email. Send them an email. Also include a link to a YouTube highlight. If you have a highlight, you have it posted on YouTube, send them a link of that. Okay? And tip number 2, during the summertime, most D1 programs, I can't see a D1 program not having an elite camp. Most programs, their camps are during the month of June. They offer an elite camp, and this is the camp that college coaches invite the players that they are recruiting to attend. It's a way to get them on campus and see how they play against other top level players. Okay? You can attend this camp also. You don't have to have an invitation. All you have to do, register, pay your money. You can go to this camp too. And if you go to this camp and show that you're better than the players, equal or better than the players that they're actually recruiting, hey, you got your foot in the door. So that's a guaranteed way to play in front of D1 college coaches. Go to their elite camp. All right? So I hope this information helped you. I'm pretty sure it did, but I hope this information helped you. Go ahead, sit down, write out your email that you want to send out to the coaches of the programs, the schools that you're interested in. Go ahead and do it now, because you should already have done part 1 and part 2, and now you're ready to contact those coaches, and now you're ready to go to their website and find out when their elite camps are. All right? So until next week, until the next Ask Popo question, like I said, you can go out. If you have a question, go out to PatoshaJeffrey.com. Look on that right side. There's a form there, and you can put your question there into the Ask Popo, your biggest girls basketball question. All right, I'll see you next week.